Good morning, Steve. My mic was still muted here in the broadcasting software. Sorry about that. Good morning. Hope you guys had a good week and that you are going to enjoy this weekend. And thank you for joining us. We have 9 pilots already. I'm just quickly trying to get my edge working, then I'll show you. There you go. 9 of us already at the airport. All right. You are 206, Peter? Yep, I see your number.
Yeah, I'm.
Okay. One more screenshot, why not? Righto, guys, I'm loaded. I'm going to start my APU. I'm also ready to go. So once the APU is ready to go, I'm just going to push. I flew this, morning, Christer. I flew this route the other day in the 2020 with the Phoenix, and I couldn't log my VA flight. It just, the ACARS refused. Then I discovered that my 2020 didn't close. It didn't want to stop. In its mind, the flight was still going, but it was long gone off my screen and everything. And I started reading up on the forums, and the most plausible suggestion, which I haven't been able to test yet, I just didn't have the time, is that it was the Rex accuseasons that was holding onto the system. It doesn't let go. So anyway, I've had a few arguments about that. So anyway, if you have an opinion, put it here in the comments or whatever, if you know about it, if there's a different answer. Because I went and uninstalled it now. Then I found the remnants of old installations of Rex, which means that they never cleared out portions of their program when they did the update, you know. So it's weird. It's just strange that, you know, we have to deal with things like that. Where's Owen going? Am I pushing to the wrong way again? Let me just check this out. Why is he taking off on the other runway? He's going to take off against us now. Owen!
Yeah, everyone's going the wrong way.
Yeah.
He is gone.
Oh, he's turning around, it seems. No, maybe he's going to do a turnaround on the taxiway or on the apron, then I don't know. Maybe he's just saying, stick it, I'm just sticking to my guns. Hello, Geert. Ooh, there he's coming. Yeah, but look at that. Yo! Bit of drifting there, eh? Yeah, look, he's turning. I love you guys. I can't wait to start the stream. Yeah, look at that drifting, man. Yeah. I'll send a new set of tires ahead of him. On the other side, they can just change it. Christer, wait, I'll give you the METAR. I don't think YouTube supports the same commands as Twitch does, and I don't stream on Twitch anymore, so I'll give you the detail now. There you go. Yeah, all right.
I'm texting Nico, so you can also push back.
All right, yeah, I see this is actually not a pushback stand, so I'm gonna skip the pushback and go out forward and turn.
Yeah, that's a better idea.
Okay, why? Ciampino traffic, good morning, radio check, Skymatix 001. Anybody hear me?
I can
Yes.
hear you.
But I can't hear anybody. Again, what the hell?
Test.
No,
Earth
I
for
can't.
Nico. Earth for Nico.
I can't hear anybody. Oh, come on. Really? What a stupid thing to do. June, 122 light. We are on 122 light. We have volume. I checked my settings in the client. I'm on the correct date set. Apply.
I can still hear you.
No. In Discord, you'll definitely hear me. I'm not broadcasting anything on the radio, and I'm not hearing anything from anybody. Morning, Jet Power. Yes, you know. Just enough to upset me now. Okay, let's do this. Start number 2 engine. See, I can see Uncle John's transmitting. I just can't hear him.
Number 2 engine.
There's nothing. Okay, let's do this. Let's just give this a bash. See if this will work.
N2.
I think my X-plane just crashed.
No.
Yeah. Now I have to redo everything. I was ready to go. Christer, it does matter to us because we all want to fly the same route and we all want to have that 3-minute separation. So technically you are correct, not an issue, but for us it is an issue. You understand? So we don't want people to fly different routes. You know? Really? Yeah, it was that audio thing that crashed it now, so let's try again. It's funny. In my younger days, you know, when you were playing first-person shooters and racing games and all, you know, the rage quit was exciting in itself. Now I want to rage quit, and then I think to myself, yeah, it's not exciting. Rather stay, try it again. It's just not the same anymore. Damn it. Hello, James. Good morning. Sounds exciting. I'm going to enjoy. I've never been on a cruise either, but in all honesty, I don't think I would like it. I prefer flying. Many, many years ago, while we were waiting, let me tell you the story. Many years ago, my father made a deal with me, and he said to me, okay, you'll go flying with me if I go deep sea with him on a trawler. So I said, okay, cool, I want to fly. I've never flown. I was like 16 years old. That's my dream. I want to fly. So how bad can it be? So we got on this blinking trawler in Durban Harbor, and we went deep sea. And we had this very nice Indian captain. He was full of beans, and it was nice talking with him. Oh, there we go. Eventually, I start looking around. Now, we're in the middle of the bloody pond. There's no way I can see which way is the coast, because you've gone past the horizon. We probably traveled an hour or two already by that time. I don't know. Anyway, couldn't see the land, didn't know where I was. And what do you know? We get this blinking storm come up. Yes, I tell you, I saw waves that day that were like 3-4 stories high. And we were on this little dinky toy going over those waves. And every time that wave spools under you, you fall back down to the next level of water. I didn't get seasick, fortunately. Got back to the coast. I said to my dad, never again. You can keep the sea. He was laughing at me. He thought it was very funny because he's used to it. He didn't find it strange. I just said, no ways. So then the next day come and I said to him, but when are we flying? He said, we can go fly. No, he doesn't want to fly. Then my mom said to me, oh, he's scared of flying. And I said, okay, well, that's not my problem. You shouldn't have made this agreement if you didn't want to go fly with me. Yeah, I bit the bullet. I went deep sea with you and nearly died. So you might as well come fly with me and nearly die as well, So we ended up at the Virginia airport, FAVG, I think is the ICAO for that one. And now the struggle was on to find a pilot that wanted to take us, because apparently there is no such service. That you can't just walk into the airport and say, hey, I need a 172, let's go fly. So anyway, the lady there in the one office, she started phoning around. Eventually we got this gentleman who came up to us and he said, listen, we don't do things like that, but if you're willing to sign a waiver, and you won't hold me accountable if anything goes wrong and all these other things, I'll sell you a ticket. I think it was 300 Rand at that point in time for the ticket. It could have been half of that. I don't know. Don't hold me to the value. It's irrelevant. So it was me, my brother, and my father, and this guy, and we got into a 182 then at least. And the guy was showing me around. I was sitting there in the right-hand seat, man, and I thought, this is heaven. We took off. We flew towards the Durban Harbor, just past Harbor. We turned around. We came back. It was like a 30-minute flight. It wasn't long. It was just nice. Waved at the people, went as low as legally possible, waved at the people on the beach. It was really fun. Every time I looked back, my father was sitting with his eyes closed and he was clinging onto some other strap there at the back. It was so funny. And for years and years and years later, I always said to him, you know what? That was funny. It wasn't nice being in it, maybe for me and for you, but we did it. And, thank you. It was okay. So anyway, coming back to the cruise, man, I don't want to live through something like that again. Morning, Kev. Yeah, I'll tell you what, I can also brag and say I've never been seasick. And the funny thing is I've been airsick a few times. Man, I nearly died twice or 3 times in the air. It's funny. It just happened. And every time it happens, my wife laughs at me. And she says to me, come on, you're this big pilot. How can you get sick in there? I say, I don't know. It just happens. That's funny. Morning, Gilbert. One of my friends went on a cruise many years ago, also flight simmer guy. And his story, it's not my story. He said he had a bit of a fright. Somewhere also, but closer towards the islands, they were going to here up on the east coast of Africa. I can't remember which island it was, Zanzibar or something. He says they woke up and there was this howling wind. It was very windy, and the sea wasn't too bad, but it was a bit rough. Now they wanted to just go and explore the boat, and so on. And he says, as he opened the door, fortunately he was walking in front. He was on the very top deck. As he opened the door to go out on the deck, the wind grabbed him. And he said if he didn't hold on, he think he would have gone overboard. It was a scary incident. And he said to me, he's so glad it wasn't one of his kids who ran out ahead, and just pulled it. And he said to me, he doesn't understand why you're not made aware of something like that, whether it's normal, whether it's not normal, or what the situation is. But he said he got a bit of a fright when he opened that door and the wind took him. And he's not a light guy, he's talking 110 kilograms, that the wind just took. So, yeah, that was his story. Maybe I'm just a scaredy cat. I'll take it. I'm a chicken. I don't want to do things like that. I prefer to also not jump out of a perfectly working aircraft, Here we go again. Here we go again. This thing's not firing up. Let's try one more time. Yeah, I had a similar experience with Mango flying from Johannesburg to Durban, and we had to land in a storm. And I remember the captain saying, buckle up. We don't know what's waiting for us in those clouds, because we were obviously way above the clouds. And you look down and it's just lightning. And I tell you what, that weather radar went crazy. And I've never, ever, ever been in any Boeing flight like that one. That was super scary, but okay, I wasn't frightened like I was on the sea. But hell, that lightning and that up and down drafts and the rolling and the shaking and everything. And my son actually got a little bit sick, and I had to calm him down, and yeah, but I mean, look, when you fly into Durban, especially in the summer, we all joke about the fact that it feels like you're flying over a plowed field. It's all rattles and shakes and stuff because of those berg winds and things that you have to consider. But yeah, I hear you, man. I don't know what aircraft you were in, but yeah, I tell you that 737-800 was rocking. When you get in a situation like that, you realize how small we really are compared to the elements. It's crazy. Got it. Oh, come now. Get these things out the way. Ja, hier gaan ons alweer. Here we go again.
Hello Cap. Nice to see you again. Please remember to start your
Ooh,
ACARs.
let's try that. Use a saved flight. Let's see how far it saved.
Ready for pre-flight procedure.
Ah, now my cameras are messed up. Ooh, looks like it saved quite a bit. Oh, APU is running. Hate it when the cameras get stuck like this. Okay. Looks like it saved most of the stuff for us. We'll quickly run through and just make sure, test everything. But it's making me feel rather good. Oh, look at that. You can see there's a bit of something not too happy here. Oh, there it settled. Okay, well, that was a nice test then anyway. Let's leave it there. 149, 329, 34,000 RTO. Yeah, as long as you like it. As long as you like it. I must say, the last couple of weeks, I don't know what Zibo is doing behind the scenes. I've got an idea, but I mean, also I really don't know everything he's doing. I can tell you one thing. I haven't done much on this aircraft except just enjoy flying it. It's so nice actually. You know, you do all the work, and then you never really, get a chance to just enjoy it. And I thoroughly enjoyed flying it the last bit. Also, just for the record, I forgot to mention this. I'm glad you guys are still here listening. This is a brand new copy of xEnviro. So consider this a test flight for xEnviro as well. Remember when I pressed my buttons to change my views, it would disconnect my autopilot, and there were 2 instances where it actually took over my flight controls. So let's consider this then a test for xEnviro, and we'll see what happens. I hope it doesn't kill us again, but it's not the same. It's a newer version, and I have full faith in the developers that they've sorted out those little kinks. So let's connect to iVAO. I'm not sure it's going to work. It still doesn't look as if I'm getting connected to the... I'm definitely not connected to the channel, to that frequency. Ah, there something's happened. Now it's telling me I'm on Unicom. Can you guys hear me now?
Yes, we can.
Hallelujah. There, that's sorted the problem. Thank you. Right. So we're going to start up and we're going to taxi forward, turn around immediately, and then go down to runway 33, Ciampino traffic, Skymatix 001. The only thing, I can't hear my engines. Oh, I haven't started my engines. You see, whatever. Hello, Kevin. Will ground service crews work on the EFB later? What do you mean ground services? What are you talking about? Are you talking about airside services?
Taking off, runway 33, Skymatix 26.
Start number 2 engine.
Starting number 2 engine.
Kevin, help me out. I'm missing something here. What do you mean ground services? I'm thinking you're talking about airside services. Is that the one you're talking about? That one?
25 and 2.
Oh, you know what? Now these things aren't loaded. Oh, no. These things should work. It all depends.
Cleared runway 33, Skymax 26.
It all depends on whether you want to use them and skip using airside services. If you select using airside services, effectively, you see there, look, you should hear it in the background now. You can hear it's working. But airside services uses them automatically when it needs to. Otherwise, you need to skip using airside services and then press those buttons. Then they will work. There shouldn't be a reason why they're not working. Ay. Okay, so it's going to take a wee while longer. Anyway, let's step through our flight plan, make sure we've got all of that. Yes, I'm not sure, Kevin. I don't have Explain 11 anymore, so for me, it's impossible to say. Anybody else using Explain 11 might just answer the question for us. I don't know. I have no idea. I can't remember if it was put into Explain 11 yet.
Starter cutout.
There we go. Now all of a sudden I can hear. Can you believe it? Oh, I hate it when this camera gets stuck like this. The only way to get rid of it now is to do a reboot, which we're not going to do, so I must remember. Gotcha, Kev. Thanks, man. Yeah, it looked like that automatic save did us a favor there, eh? Everything seems fine.
Trim up.
Start number 1 engine. Thanks, Jet Power. Yeah, so sorry, man. Guys, I must be honest with you. Zibo has not said anything. So this is not an announcement. This is me just speculating. And I'm using common sense as my guide. I don't think Zibo is going to support Explain 11 much longer, okay? He might have a rabbit up his sleeve and he might, add 1 or 2 things. But there are so many things in the Zibomod now that just isn't compatible with Windows 11. Sorry, not Windows 11. Explain 11. You understand what I mean? I mean, at some point in time, you guys are going to have to realize that we need to move on. So, like I said, he hasn't announced it. He hasn't even insinuated what I'm saying now. So it doesn't come from him. I'm just thinking out loud, using common sense. At some point in time, you guys are going to have to realize you need to kind of move on now.
Starter cutout. Engine start procedure complete.
I know it's sad and all, but that's life. Flaps 5.
Flaps 5.
Hello, Sasso. Good morning.
Ready for before taxi procedure.
Before taxi procedure.
Before
Morning,
taxi
Richard.
procedure.
Oh goodness, you know what? We're still loading. It doesn't look as if it's loading. We've now gone and interfered with it. Okay, so let's do this. Cancel. Start the flight leg. Do it the old way. Check that load sheet.
It's funny how pilots interpret 3 minutes.
Yeah.
Ciampino traffic Skymatix VA Flight.
Right, that seems fine.
Look at Rabbi.
I'm gonna go check now. What on earth is Uncle John doing now? And why do we have two guys right on top of each other? I don't even want to know.
Uncle John took the wrong
Runway. Okay.
Oh, runway was okay, but in the beginning he was saying the off-star departure, but it's not suitable for this runway, so
Yes.
but he kept to it, I think.
Yeah, it's possible. Aye, okay. Right, okay, so we are actually ready to go then. Ugh, come on. Why is it still saying our doors are open? It is. There's.
Ciampino traffic, Skymatix 04, start taxi for runway 233.
Come on. Why aren't you listening to me? There. I pressed the Toka button for those of you wondering what happened. I made a mistake. Clearly made a mistake. We'll leave the throttle off until we get on the runway then. It's just a finger trouble, little small mistake. I'm sorry. Stupid. Man, I tell you what. Aircraft investigations tells us it all starts with something small and then it escalates. There was this one guy that always used to say to us, the accident starts on the ground already. It didn't start in the air when you had the problem. It started because you let the aircraft run away from you. You know. Ciampino traffic Skymatix 001 starting out taxi. Yeah, absolutely. Now you've got to try calm down, man. Come on, the brain, calm down. Well, you know what? I had a good. Let me rephrase that. I had a rough week. It was very rough. Okay, but it ended good. Okay, so I paid my dues. I had to really stress a lot to get through it. I had to work really hard. And all, you know what? Last night I was sitting here and I thought to myself, I feel accomplished. I did something worthwhile last week. You know, made something. You know, etc. etc. Why are you going there, Peter? Oh, you're actually on the line. Sorry. Okay, I see what happened. So anyway, yes, I'm feeling good. I've got. I had good enough sleep. I'm in a good mood. You know, because whatever I did last week is now the building block for the next week. You know, so the foundation is cool. And for those of you that don't know me that well, I think this is more of who I really am. You know, when I stress and all, it kind of messes with your personality and the way you do things and say things and so on. So I'm happy to just have a bit of freedom in my mind, you know, just to be myself again. I love jokes. I love. My wife doesn't get all my jokes, promise you. You know, and she sometimes says to me, "Just zip it, you know, zip it. It's enough now." But yeah, life.
Ciampino traffic, Skymatix 014, line up, runway 33.
Oh, I thought it's you in front of me, it's Reggie. I apologize, sorry. I was completely wrong there. Sorry, Peter. I thought it was you.
No, I'm completely in front, number 2.
Okay. Sorry, Reggie.
The 2 Dutchies are leading the pack.
Nice. If only you were coming to Cape Town. I told you before, we have the saying, die Kaap is weer Hollands. You know?
Yeah.
We need the Cape to be Dutch again. And by the way, today's the 6th of April, eh? So in 1652, on this day, Jan van Riebeeck from the VOC came to South Africa to establish the Dutch colony.
Yeah. Good in history, yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Well, we're not proud of everything that happened.
I don't think anybody is, but that's the trick, you know. Don't let yourself be fooled by the news or the media. We all have histories. It just happens, you know. As long as we don't repeat the same nonsense. Better put on my timer so I know when my 3 minutes is up. Oh, and that guy's taking off in the wrong direction. Like Christer said, you know, the wind's the wind. But
633, are you comfortable?
Oh, he's very comfortable. I think there's a bromance going on there. Morning, Anthony.
Good morning, traffic. Skymatix, 008, stand 512, starting up and pushing back.
Anthony, doen my 'n guns man, check bietjie of jou COM2 radio ook op Unicom is, want jy echo die hele tyd. Dis asof jy send en receive al twee gelyk. Before takeoff procedure.
Before takeoff procedure. Before takeoff procedure complete. Ready for before takeoff checklist.
Before takeoff checklist.
Before takeoff checklist. Flaps.
Flaps 5 green light. Ciampino traffic Skymatix 001 line up and takeoff runway 33.
Green light. Detent. Stabilizer trim approaching. 3. 5 units set.
Hello Rob, morning.
Transponder. TARA set. Before takeoff checklist complete. On runway 33. Runway 33 confirmed. I am ready for your takeoff. Stabilize.
There's Toga.
Takeoff thrust set. Throttle full. V1. Rotate. Positive rate.
Gear up.
Gear up.
Must make her do that more often.
Acceleration altitude.
Daar's hy.
Flaps 1 set. Flaps up and
Them
set.
guys flying, Nico.
Ooh, that's nice. We were 9 when the stream started, so that's good. Somebody else joined in.
Unless you counted the two on top of each other for one.
No, they weren't on top of each other. I was counting them when we were all on the ground still. Look at that. Right, so we need to stay on 3000 at least until then. Let's look at our charts. How far does this stretch? Nope, it looks like that's the final restriction, and we should be climbing after that. I love this AutoOrtho. Just look at that. Ah, an autopilot still working. Yes, jet power.
Approaching transition.
Well, thank you to the developers at xEnviro for fixing that little problem.
Are you using the transparent roads, Nico?
Yes.
Transition altitude.
X roads or something like that?
Yeah.
The only roads that is still in here are just the main roads. All your secondary and tertiary roads is then gone. It picks it up from those ones, or from the scenery. It comes from AutoOrtho. Well, those ones are still explain roads.
Yeah, it looks great.
It does. Just the tile coloring can do with some help, you know, but that's out of our control.
Flight level 100. Landing lights switches off.
Thank you, Linda. Very nice day to fly. This is the VA client, and there you can see the guys. Some of them, or at least one of them, is not flying on Iveo, but the guys are still flying with. So
633, do you mind you actually reversing into me now, please? Traffic schematic is right, taxi runway 33.
okay, so this is one of these little bit longer flights, guys, so you must feel free to go and fetch coffee and whatever you need to do. You know, you don't have to sit here the whole time. I'm also going to just wait. Let me wait for cruise. It's almost there. 10 minutes, then I'll go make coffee anyway, because this is a bit of a longer flight than usual.
Good morning, Nico.
Hello, Tommy. How are you?
Fine, and you too, I hope.
Yeah, all good.
Traffic, Skymatix, lining up runway 33.
Absolutely, Steve. Absolutely. No, Gilbert, no. But what you can do, if you have Air Manager on your Apple tablet, you can actually run it from Air Manager. So that's the only way you're going to get this thing out of the cockpit. This thing has got the set trajectory that it can move on, you know. That's it. That's the extent of the movement. So unfortunately, the only way to get it on another device is going to be through Air Manager. I'm not sure if you can run Air Manager on another PC or another screen or something. I'm not familiar with it. Yeah, you guys, here's another joke for you. I was scrolling through TikTok the other day and I found this local guy. I don't know what his name is. I just quickly scrolled through, obviously. And he was talking about his anti-murder juice. And I want to tell you something. When I figured out he was talking about his coffee, I smiled. I think that's a really nice way of calling it, my anti-murder juice. I'll go get top of coffee later. Just give it that few minutes to get in the cruise, make sure everything's fine, then we run.
Traffic coming in by arrival airport, which is 3.1. Do I departure? Multiple.
Squawk, just noticed that. Okay.
1000 to level off.
Nico,
Yes, Tommy.
we have München radar on the
Oh, okay.
approach.
Okay, cool. Hassel, good morning. You can't compare the two. It's not the same engine. So, and I'm not talking about the brum brum engines. The whole flight model, everything is different. There's no bug. What happens is X-Plane 11 is X-Plane 11. It flies one way. X-Plane 12 flies a completely different way. So the flight model had to be changed completely. It had to be rewritten and adjusted all over the place. So for the systems and stuff as well. It's impossible to compare the two. They're just not the same. Right, I'm on cruise, so I'm gonna hit this AFK notice. Okay, please warn the people.
Hell of guys flying now, but get a coffee.
Yeah. I'm gonna go get a coffee and then I'll be back and we can chat further. Yeah, no problem, Massa. That's why you need to ask, man. Don't be shy. I'll be back, and if there's more questions, we can talk some more. I'm back. Hope you guys got your coffees. I even got a couple of cookies as well. Oh, excellent. I'm dreaming about flying the Dash 8 again, but I hope I understand you correctly if you talk about the Dashes, but I just haven't had the time to really go back and try it again. Yeah, thanks, man. Hope you enjoy it. Both of the items. Yeah, so far so good, huh? I'm just glad the save situation reload worked, because that saved a lot of time, and oh, very nice departure. It looks good when you go out and at least see the Colosseum. I mean, I don't have add-on scenery in the area. I don't know if they are available, but it would be nice to get a little bit more of Rome in here. But those mountains were nice and all, and then, I mean, that city is very densely packed, so the autogen was very nice to see.
It is a very nice road, passing the Alps and everything.
Mm-hmm. Looks like shadow issues. Ah. Weird. Then it settles when I stop moving. At least, okay. I like the idea of the shadows on the ground from the clouds, but you can see this is a test model. Morning, George. Yes, George. Yeah. There was a bit of a chat here on our server that suggests that is the whole reason for the hold up now. Everybody wants to see what's going to happen because there is also a chance, I don't know if it will be with the first release or next release, but there's a chance the flight model might change in X-Plane, which means that Twixter will have to redo a lot of stuff he's done, you know, to integrate back into X-Plane and get the Zibo going. So there's that as well, you know. So I'm not familiar with the intricate details, but yes, I believe that's the issue.
Leaving the cockpit for 2 minutes.
Okay. Ooh wee. Time to look at some scenery.
I'm back.
Welcome back. We're checking the Alps now. George, I did do a video on AutoOrtho. Then we discovered that things changed, and since it changed, and since I've learned about all the new stuff, I have not made a new one. Okay, so unfortunately I don't have one available. If you want, you can come to Discord at some point in time and I'll just quickly talk you through it. It's quick and easy, really. But I'm not sure I want to make a new video because I mean, the other one lasted like 2 months or 3 months and the guy went and changed so many things. So yeah, we'll have to see. Ay, stupid adverts. Yeah, okay, the long and short is come to Discord, I'll help you just one-on-one quickly to get it going. That's the first thing. The second thing is the guy changed a lot. Okay, a lot of things changed. So the old video literally wasn't worth it anymore, so I took it down. I don't know if I really feel like making a new video, so maybe just pop around Discord sometime and we'll chat about it. I'll show you how to do it. It's easy. It's a couple of steps, silly little steps, you know, but necessary. One of the big things that changed was my understanding as well. I finally got a better grasp of it, you know, so excellent. While we are here, let me just quickly show you the nitty-gritty, because then you can actually experiment yourself, right? So just give me a second. So this is AutoOrtho. The first thing you need to realize is this scenery installed directory must be outside of your X-plane. This is not the X-plane scenery folder, and that was a big thing I had to learn, okay? So on a spare hard drive, I just went and I made a folder and I called it AutoOrtho, and I put a folder in there called scenery, and I clicked browse and I linked it to, okay? So I linked the program to it. That's obviously X-plane 12, and there you can see in the same folder structure in my D drive under AutoOrtho, I've got cache and downloads. Cache is where all the photos goes and resides, and downloads is where you install all of this to. So you need this base. You need to just install all of them into a certain place, and it must not be inside of your X-plane. Okay, so that was one of the mistakes we made previously. So second drive, AutoOrtho folder, and then under it scenery, cache and downloads. Make sure that's your X-plane, right? And then you click the install. You need to install all of this, or at least the areas you fly. And then when you're ready, you obviously save it, quit, reopen it, click run. It will do whatever it needs to do in the background, and you go fly. See, that's how easy it is. Okay. The next trick, I would recommend to use WinFSP as the proxy in the background. Don't use Dokkan, especially on Windows 11. I'm lucky, for some reason my Dokkan works, okay, but you can't have Dokkan and WinFSP running at the same time. So if you don't have anything, stick to WinFSP. If you made the mistake in running Dokkan and it doesn't work for you, then we also have to talk, because there's a way around it. I've tried uninstalling Dokkan a few times. Some work, some don't, but there are tricks, and there's things you just need to know. So we can get it going now that I have the knowledge on that as well. But this is the gist of it. There you go. That's your installation. Try it. If you can't get it right, come to Discord. You know, we'll talk you through it, see what happened, what went wrong, and so on. But this is the gist of it. And remember, this must run the whole time that you actually are in the simulator. If this does not run, AutoOrtho won't work. Yeah, you can't really break anything, so feel free, try it, let's see. Okay, gents, I'm going to switch to the ATC now, so it might get a bit busier. Seem to have to talk to him yet, but I'm on his frequency, so we'll find out soon enough. Jet power, it's not an absolute requirement. The big requirement is it should not be in your explain scenery folder. And that was one of the mistakes I made in the beginning, and one of the things I had to learn the hard way, that you shouldn't have it in your explain. That scenery that he's talking about, it's a completely different folder. So if you only have one hard drive, just make this the AutoOrtho folder in your C drive, and then put scenery, cache, and downloads under that. Oh, there's one more thing. There's actually one more thing I want to show you. I just remembered. My file explorer crashed. Wait a second. One of the things I do want to mention and show you actually. Alright, is this display capture. Right. So this is my folder structure. So on my 12 terabyte drive, I've got the folder AutoOrtho. That is the actual program, and guys, I recommend you use the zip download, don't use the exe, okay? Because look, I am a control freak. I want to always be in control. When I'm not in control, I don't feel happy. So what I do is I put the actual program in there as well, and that is what its folder is called. Okay, and the reason I do it this way, the reason I don't use the exe apart from the control freak issue, is when there's an update, I do the update like the Zibomod update. I go download the latest zip and I simply extract it into this folder, overwriting the old stuff, and it's done. Okay, I have literally helped dozens of people that try to use that exe, and it's frustrating because I don't know exactly what it does, okay, and I don't have the time or the inclination to go and learn what it does. For me, it's simple. You get the zip file, you unzip it into your separate folder, like we have it here. And like I say, when I get an update, when there's like I'm on 7.2, so if there's a 7.3 and I haven't checked, there might be or there might not be, I download the update and I simply extract it, overwriting these files in the release folder. That's it. That's how easy it is. Oh, one more thing. I just realized. Let me show you this as well. If you guys have an older version or had an older version. Sorry.
Pan African 002, heavy, good day, identified, climb flight level 140.
Climb flight level 140, Pan African 00.
I can go back to him a little later. Give me a second. Where is this thing? Right. If you have an older version in your system, you need to look out for the following: custom scenery. In the old version, it still had the also overlays as a separate folder. Okay. Now that overlay comes from scenery Hyri give me. That's the latest LTFM Istanbul scenery that Imani tested in the week. Okay, so it's not related to AutoOrtho. If you have an overlay folder from a previous version of AutoOrtho, you need to get rid of it. Okay, because if you have something in there and then something in there, it's going to be an issue later. Okay, so what happens is in the new version, the 7.2 that I'm using, is in your actual AutoOrtho folders, these ones. The developer combined the overlays and the tiles into one folder. They're no longer separate, and I found this on a lot of guys' machines when we did troubleshooting. The old remnants, that thing basically, of the previous versions of AutoOrtho were still there, and it was creating a problem. So you need to make sure that you know what happens in your folder structure, that you are in control, that you get rid of stuff that could potentially be a problem for you. Okay, and I just want to mention it again, the overlays and the tiles are all in one folder now. Okay, so that is something you need to be in control of and manage. And I have it, like I said, just simply because of the new scenery. Right, for the rest it's all in there in AutoOrtho. So one of the big gripes I have with the AutoOrtho is simple. It's just the documentation isn't very clear. You know, there isn't really clear guidance on how to do these things. So it took me a while to just learn it. Also, I prefer the BI scenery because it loads very fast. I don't get pauses and all kinds of things during the load process. Okay, it's the fastest loading one. In terms of quality, there are others that are better, but with quality comes longer load times and possible stutters. Okay, so it's all up to you which one you want. I just keep it simple. You know, this one works, so I stick to it. See how close I am. Right, I might as well get ready. So from that point on, I believe we're going to be in his airspace, or it might actually be in the middle there. Let me actually call him. Mention the radar. Good morning, Skymatix 001 inbound from the south SIMBA intersection, next flight level 340. I can't connect him. Let's try again. There we go. Now I'm connected.
Skymatix 140, descent level 100. Level 100, Skymatix 014.
Mention radar Skymatix 001 inbound from the south intersection SIMBA, flight level 340, Bravo 738.
001, hello, direct Delta November 452.
Delta November 452, direct Skymatix 001.
Ready for descent procedure.
Go.
Lufthansa 4X stand by, expect delay 5 minutes, number 1. Osprey 214, radar contact, direct AKINI.
Direct AKINI 214.
Negative, last call was only for Austrian 214.
214, direct AKINI.
Kevin made it.
Skymatix 459, continue present heading. Skymatix 04, wind Nuremberg, 190 degrees 4 knots, runway 10, cleared to land. Break by Swiss 30 Mike, monitor Unicom. Soleil 3515, correction 3415, radar contact, climb level 350, direct Takeoff.
Yes.
Question.
Yeah.
From ITC I got rate minus 2000. Does it mean?
Skymatix 459, turn right, heading
Where do you see that?
I'm on text, you know, and I have cleared to 150 flight level, and then he gave me rate minus 2000.
You need to descend at least 2,000 foot. 2,000 foot per minute. Yeah.
Okay, thank you very much.
Yeah, got it.
Skymatix 459, speed 180 knots. Alpine 69er Yankee Fox, rate 2,500 feet over greater. Air 1003, wind München, variable 1 knot, runway 26 right, cleared for takeoff.
Ready to take off, copy the takeoff, the wind 1003.
That's it, Christer.
Skymatix 26, continue present heading.
Continue present.
Siri Miri 25 India Bravo, monitor Unicom, good day.
Unicom, what is the best Malay, thank you.
Skymatix 459, turn right heading 150. Skymatix 26, speed minimum clean.
Morning, Charlie.
Skymatix 26, report correction reduced to minimum clean speed. Skymatix 26, München. Skymatix 459er, descend 4,000 feet.
Skymatix 001 requesting descent.
Skymatix 001, descent level 100.
Level 100, Skymatix 001. Hey Charlie, I'm okay, how are you doing?
Skymatix 459, now turn left heading 130, cleared ILS, runway 10. Skymatix 04, taxi gate 4. Skymatix 459, speed is yours.
Ouch. Shame, man. Sorry to hear that. Hope you're okay and will be okay.
Air 1003, radar contact, climb level 290.
Level 290, 1003.
Kannst du bei der Witz schon mal pushen. Facing north, runway 26 right. Skymatix 459er, you overshoot the localizer. Alpine 69er Yankee Fox, call arrival, 119er 630 service. Check it. Judith Golf Mike 576, Unicom.
München radar, Calypso 02, good morning, with you, flight level 330, climb to flight level 360, direct proceed bound TAF.
Calypso 02, hello, squawk 0611, break, Skymatix 001, increase rate of descent, 2,500 feet per minute or greater.
Will increase the rate of descent, 2,500 foot or greater per minute, Skymatix 001.
Squawk 0661, Calypso 02.
Calypso 02 radar contact.
Yeah, the reason
flight
is
level
EDDM
350
scenery.
only.
That's the EDDM scenery. Obviously,
flight level, 350
there's also
Calypso
in that little area, and because the developer put the ortho there, all the rest of the ortho in this whole tile, look, there it starts again. This whole tile is destroyed because of that stupid little bit of ortho that's put in the airport scenery. I hope that this stupid idea will die out very soon, now that we have orthos and auto-orthos and stuff, because I mean, whoever it is, I don't know who made it, I can't remember, but they destroy the whole flippant tile just to have that little bit of ortho there at the airport. It's stupid.
Multiple stations blocked.
Charlie, you can download this livery. It's available on x-plane.to, so you can get the livery if you want it.
Lufthansa 178 München, good evening, sorry, good day. Proceed direct Rudak.
American radar, Skymatix 008, approaching SIMBA.
Skymatix 008 München, good day, radar contact. Direct Delta November 452.
Direct Delta November 452, 008.
Thanks, Christer.
Maki 01 München.
No problem, Charlie. Maybe someone else listening in or watching the video later will want to go download it. That's the place you can.
Skymatix 014, descent level 70.
70, Skymatix 0 goes
Heron 003, proceed direct Tifta.
Direct to Tifta, Heron 003.
Oh, man.
Ja, approved.
Nice, Christer.
Skymatix 459, Charlie Mike 2, gate 6. Order. Osprey 214, Unicorn.
Unicorn 214, take you, bye.
4 X-ray, clearance on hand. 4 X-ray, Cat Berlin, AKINI 1 November, level 702167. Skymatix 001, descent level 70.
Descent level 70, Skymatix 001.
Lufthansa, sorry, disregard. Wir haben Zink 905 Tango, Monitor Unicorn, Servus. Lufthansa 178, yeah, sorry, that was my mistake, disregard. Eurowings 320, contact Bremen radar 125, decimal 025, servus.
Contact Bremen radar, vielen Dank.
Skymatix 008, descent level 100.
He's nice and busy, huh?
100, 008.
Center, good morning. Springbok 410, flight level 360.
Springbok 410, München radar, good morning, radar contact.
Radar contact, Springbok 410.
Lekker man, lekker.
Approve to change, good day. Oh, it's a pleasure. Lima Kilo 0185, roof active up to 35. Yeah, Lima Kilo 01, crossing is approved, roof QNH 1018 and report when enter CTR. Skymatix 014, descend 5,000 feet, QNH 1018.
Descend 5,000 QNH 1018, Skymatix 014.
Lufthansa 4 X-ray Delta 1 November 4 November Alpha 1 2 holding point. Skymatix 001, descend 5,000 feet, QNH 1018.
QNH 1018, 5,000 feet, Skymatix 001.
Heron 003, proceed direct at Cook.
Okay, Charlie, good luck, man.
Heron 003, proceed direct at Cook. Alpha Tango, Golf Uniform Papa.
Roger, proceed that, book 003.
Lufthansa 178, descent level 140.
Flight level 100. Landing light switches on.
165 Kilo Yankee München, good morning.
65 Kilo Yankee, flight from India southbound to Zibomod Changelog, flight level 360.
I call you back, direct break, Skymatix 014, turn right heading 010, descend 4,200 feet.
Right 010 and descend 4,200, Skymatix 014.
Yes, George.
165
Absolutely.
Kilo Yankee, radar contact, direct Q-Knot.
Drop the 0.
Radar clearance is 65 level 25.
KATAR 026 München, radar for the dark, direct Barso.
Approaching transition. Transition level. Ready for approach checklist. 1000 to level off.
Calypso 02, you can now climb further if you want, but monitor Unicom. Goodbye.
This Unicom, 1.6, control bye-bye, Calypso 02.
Skymatix 014, turn right heading 080, clear direct, runway 10.
080, click on left, 10, 260.
Lima Kilo 01, approved, the enter report when clear again. Skymatix 001, present heading.
Present heading 302, sir, Skymatix 001.
Also 4 X-ray München, wind variable 1 knot, runway 26 right, cleared for takeoff. Ryanair 150 Romeo, monitor Unicom, good day.
Ryanair 150 Romeo, Unicom 150.
Skymatix 001, turn right heading 010, descend 4,200 feet.
010 and 2,500 feet, Skymatix 001.
Skymatix 014, speed 170 knots or greater until 5 miles final.
170 to 5 knots, right, that's 2014. Establish 10.
Jamix 905 Tango, hab dich schon vor 5 Minuten auf Unicom geschickt.
Danke dir, Sir.
Jo, ciao. Skymatix 001, turn right heading 070, clear ILS, runway 10.
Turn right 070, cleared for the ILS for runway 10, Skymatix 001.
Radio altimeter.
To level
CSA
off.
18 Tango Oscar München, good evening, radar contact, climb level 240.
Sure, we're coming in low, eh?
Lufthansa 178, contact arrival 119er, decimal 630, good day.
119, 630.
According to the chart, we should be at 4,200 feet. This guy brought us in at 2,500. What a champion. Fortunately, there's an excellent pilot on board.
Skymatix 001, speed 170 knots or greater until 5 miles final.
170 knots or greater until 5 miles final, Skymatix 001.
For Soleil 3515, correction 3415, monitor Unicom, okay? Unicom, good day. Lufthansa 4 X-ray radar contact, climb level 290. Skymatix 014, wind Nuremberg 190 degrees, 4 knots, runway 10, clear to land. Skymatix 001, number 2, wind check 190 degrees, 4 knots.
Thank you, sir. Number 2, Skymatix 001, and we are established on the localizer.
Cabin crew, take your seats,
Lufthansa 4
prepare
X-ray,
for
direct
landing.
Artgrupp. Alpine 5183 München. 5183, sorry, bisschen gerade radar contact, direct Ibaga.
Do we need the landing gear up?
No.
Go.
Yeah, that is a plus point for us AV geeks, eh?
Should be no factor. Would you like to cross Oscar to Sierra?
Right, so we can slow down now.
But for the time being, stay north of the field according to crossing clearance. 1018.
Feet stabilized.
Ready for landing checklist.
Gear down 3, green, flap set, auto brake set. We made it, and thank you Reggie, he's just cleared.
Skymatix 008, descent level 70.
Descending 70, 008.
Yes sir, and wings are stretched. Gear is down. Everything is set. Thanks, Christer.
500. Clear to land runway 10.
400.
Skymatix 001, are we clear to land?
300.
Yeah, runway is vacated now. Skymatix 001, wind 190 degrees, 4 knots, runway 10, clear to land.
Thank you sir, clear to land runway 10, Skymatix 001.
100.
Tank rate.
50.
We know.
20. 10.
Speed brake up. Reverse unlocked. Auto brake use.
Let's drift ourselves a little bit.
You are professional.
Handbrake.
Skymatix 001, via Bravo Mike 2, gate 10.
Bravo Mike 2, 10, Skymatix 001.
Was there a radio check?
5.
Where's this thing? Control Shift M. Bravo, there's Mike 2, so I need to go on to the next line.
Descent 5,000 feet, QNH 1018.
5,000 feet, 1018, double LA.
After landing procedure.
After landing procedure.
Was there 32 stand 34, request IDC clearance to Kiev, but it's still.
With battery 22, you're clear to Kiev, Aereto 1 Golf departure, flight planned route, climb via SID, flight level 70, squawk 0273.
Flaps
With
up
there
and set.
322, can you repeat it slowly one more time, please?
Yeah, just turn right on Mike.
You're clear to Kiev, Aereto
Yeah,
1
you see
Golf
two planes from
departure,
stand 2.
flight planned route, climb via SID, flight level 70, squawk 0273.
I suppose mine is just the one at the end. You know, he's filling us up from the side.
There 32, squawk 0273.
Affirm, Nico.
Flight climb 7,000 feet via Idiot 1 Golf departure.
Correct.
That sounds like Idiot 1 Golf departure. That's bad. It sounds bad.
One crossing approved Redfield, report wind clear of the CTR in the south again.
Skymatix 014 blocks, thanks for your service.
Welcome. TSA 18, Tango Oscar, descent level 190.
Yeah, I'm going to look outside just now, George. Need to take a nice screenshot. I love it when a plan comes together.
Springbok 410, monitor Unicom, goodbye.
20 Unicom 228.8, bye-bye, Springbok 410, thank you for your service.
Tot ziens.
Last station calling, second.
Tot ziens means goodbye. I don't know who said that. It's obviously somebody that knows the Springbok is an Afrikaner. Yeah.
Skymatix 008, turn right heading 010, descent 4,200 feet.
010, 4,200 feet. 008.
CSA 18 Tango Oscar, monitor Unicom, servus.
Unicom, on the 18 Tango Oscar, danke, Zibo, tschüss.
Bye, Robert.
Shutdown procedure.
Shutdown procedure. 008, confirming heading, please.
Heading 010, right turn.
010, right turn.
Lima Kilo 01 confirm.
Lima Kilo 01, Roger, request to enter by entry north to 7 more and full stop.
Lima Kilo 01, Roger. Then you're clear to enter via entry north to 7, QNH 1019, color state blue plus.
Entering by entry north to 7, 1019, blue plus.
Okay, Steve, you too, thanks for stopping by. Have a good one.
008, turn right heading 070, clear ILS, runway 10.
Let's get off that frequency. Yeah, thank you, Linda.
Ready for shutdown checklist.
Yeah, just no worries. I hope you come right. Otherwise, you know where to find me. We'll make a plan to sort you out. Righto, Christer. Kavak, I don't know what exactly it means in the context of AutoOrtho, but it sounds like it was unable to load a piece of the data, whether it's a piece of the positioning data or a piece of the actual tile photo, I don't know. But obviously there's something missing, so probably an internet connection issue, server connection issue, something like that, I'm guessing. Right, is Tommy coming?
No, I have already landed.
Oh, you know what? It's actually Anthony. That's right. Thank you, Tommy. Sorry for that.
You're welcome, sir.
You're 78, he's 008. That's the difference. I just saw the 8, you know. Mine was a bit too fast there.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay, yeah, that could be the problem, that your download speed just isn't good enough, so you'll have to look at something like that.
I like big stuff. Let's go. It's fine. These traffic guys, you see the ultimate objective. No matter what good you have, it's then your location gets driven. So thing like so just I guess it's going to shoot the video. I thought like so I was reloading while then I was shooting it. So. Very scary. Nice. Jetzt kommt mal los, bleibst du. Ja. Das geht dann nicht.
Right, so ladies and gentlemen, once he's parked, I'm going to take the photo and stop the stream. Thank you all for watching. We'll catch up with you guys probably tomorrow morning then again if everything goes as planned. If anything happens in between, just keep an eye on the channels and stuff. You'll pick it up. But you know, it's difficult with family and all. I don't always know what the plans are really at this point in time. I definitely don't know if there's any plans for this evening, so I'll catch up when I can. And thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. The ATC was really nice. I really liked the ATC today. Thank you to the IVEA ATC and having us on the network. It's nice. Right, that's it. You guys must have a fabulous rest of your weekend. Hope you get some rest as well. Bye bye guys. Have a good one.